Modern real estate practice, page 18. Figure 2.2, the bundle of legal rights. Real property is often coupled with the word appurtenance. And appurtenance, something that is transferred with or runs with the land, is a right or privilege associated with the property. Although not necessarily a physical part of it, typical appurtenances include parking spaces in multi-unit buildings, easements, water rights, and other improvements. An appurtenance is connected to the property, and ownership of the appurtenance normally transfers to the new owner when the property is sold. In practice, when people talk about buying or selling homes, office buildings, and land, they usually call these things real estate. For all practical purposes, the term real estate is synonymous with real property as defined here. Thus, in every usage, real estate includes the legal rights of ownership specified in the definition of real property. Sometimes people use the term realty instead. Surface, subsurface, and air rights. Surface rights, ownership rights in the parcel of real estate that are limited to the surface of the earth are called surface rights. Subsurface rights, the rights to the natural resources below the earth's surface, are called subsurface rights. An owner may transfer subsurface rights without transferring surface rights, and vice versa. In oil producing states, real estate is commonly transferred without including the rights to minerals found below the ground level. Recently, natural gas found in shale rock beneath the surface that is removed in the process called hydraulic fracturing or fracking has become economical and created new interest in subsurface rights in many states. Fracking also has resulted in environmental concerns. In practice, a landowner sells the rights to any oil and gas found beneath the owned farmland to an oil company. Later, the same landowner sells the remaining interests, the surface, air, and limited subsurface rights, to a buyer, reserving the rights to any coal that may be found. The buyer sells the remaining land to yet another buyer, but retains the farmhouse, stable, and pasture. After these sales, 4 parties have ownership interests in the same real estate. 1. The original landowner owns all the coal. 2. The oil company owns all the oil and gas. 3. The first buyer owns the farmhouse, stable, and pasture. And 4. The second buyer owns the rights to the remaining real estate. See figure 2.3. You have your sticks. One of them is possession. One of them is control. One of them is enjoyment. One of them is exclusion. And one of them is disposition.